Okay, the next is formula of percentage or percentage formula. How to calculate percentage, etc., etc. So let's look at the percentage first of all. I mean, of course, this is something which we already know, but still, let us look at the Britannica dictionary definition. Percentage is a relative value indicating hundredth part of any quantity. For example, if I say 5%, then we are saying 5 by hundredth of a particular like quantity or whatnot, because 100 is the base which we are considering to measure something. For example, you may say I have 5 chocolates left out of the 10 chocolates which my father presented to me. So then how do I express this in percentage? What I do is I'll convert the denominator to 100 and then measure the percentage. For example, in this case, 5 by 10 into 10 by 10, you will get 50 by 100. So now what is the percent? How much percent of chocolates is already over and how much percent of chocolates is left? 50%. So that is what we are referring to here. Percent per 100. 100 being the base, standardized base. That's all. Again, there are a few examples. Let us quickly go through this. 1% of 1000 books. 1% of 1000 books. 1% of 1000 books. Okay, so then just remove the zeros here, you will get 10 books. That's all. So we have 10 books. They are referring to 1% means 10 books. 20% of the quantity is again 20% of 1000 books. So then again remove zeros here, it will be 200 books. Okay, these relationship may be generalized as x pt by 100, where pt by 100, pt by 100, where t is the total reference quantity chosen to indicate the 100% and x is the quantity equivalent to a given percentage of p and t. Okay, that we have already seen here. Again, percentage formula is very simple. Value by total quantity. For example, in this case 3 by 5, 3 is the value, total quantity is 5. 3 out of 5 students have cleared CSEET. So now what is the percentage of students who appeared and cleared? This is, let's say, appeared, and these are the students who actually cleared CSEET. So now how do I convert this into percentage? Very simple, 3 by 5 into 100. That's all. So now this, whatever is the value, for example 5 we know is nothing but 20, so 23 is a 60%. That's it. So 60% of the students cleared CSEET, we can say, by considering 100 as the base. If only 10 of the 200 apples are bad, what percentage is that? Again, value 10 divided by total value, which is 200 into 100. So 0 zeros will get cancelled. So this will be 5%. 2 ones are 2 5s. To calculate the percentage, what happened here? Anyway, let me just quickly erase this. Okay. To calculate the percentage of a number, we need to use a different formula such as percent of a number x. Okay, we don't need all that. We know how to do that. Okay, now let us look at few problems. 20% of 80. So there is a simple trick. Just consider this is how we write now usually. So now we know, since it is percentage, there will be 2 zeros in the denominator. So make sure that zeros are cancelled. How? By cancelling the zeros, equivalent number of zeros in the numerator as well. So 80 into 20 by 100. So 0 0 0. 8 2s are 16. So therefore it is 16%. So that's how we can easily identify. Okay. Then calculate 25% of 100. This is easy. 25 by 100 into 100. So 100 gets cancelled. So therefore it is 25% itself. 30% of 400. So 400 into 30 by 100. 100 ones are 100 fours are 4 threes are 120 apples. So 30% of 400 apples are bad. How many apples are bad? 120 apples are bad. A mobile is reduced to 25% in price. The old price was 120%. Find the new price. So 120 into 25%. That is the thing which we have to do. So 120 into 25 will be how much? 5 2s are 10, 5 1s are 5, 6, 24, 0, 0, 30 rupees is what is reduced, so 120 minus 30, 90 rupees is the new price. Okay, so that is what we have here. Okay, then variables of percentage. Let's see, every percentage problem has three possible unknowns or variables, which are those: percentage, part, and base. Fine. In order to solve any percentage problem, you must be able to identify these variables. Look at the following examples. All the three variables are known. Okay, fine. Again, obvious stuff, but since it's there here in the material, we'll just looking at it. These are the kind of questions which you can expect, because this is very easy to solve also. 80% of 20 is 16. So 80 is the percentage which they referred to earlier. That is the three different parts of a percentage. And what is the base here? 20, because 80% of what? 20. Okay, so that is the base, and 16 is the part. So 80%, when you do that, you will get the part. So let's say 16 into 80%. So how do I sorry, 20 into 80%, no, yeah, sorry, 20 into 80% is nothing but 20 into 80 by 100. So again, zeros will get cancelled. All that will be left with 16%, or rather 16, whatever that thing is, unit is. Then 50% of 200 is 100. That is easy. 60% of 50 is 120. 120. Sorry, 60 is 50% of 120. 50%, when you do that, you will get 60. That's easy. Increase or decrease percent. Okay, let's see. We often come across such information in our daily life as 25% of MRP. That means you go to a supermarket, maybe they have put up a notice saying that today we are running a discount of 25% off on all the products. List price MRP, let's assume. So if the price listed here is 100, we will give you a discount of 25 rupees or 25%. Or if the price is, let's say, 500, you will get 25% discount here, which is nothing but 125 rupees. How did I do that? 500 into 25 by 100. So this will get cancelled. 525 is a 125. So 125 rupees is the discount which we are getting because of this. 10% hike in the diesel price. Okay, diesel price was 90. So now they have hiked 10%. That is 90 plus 10%. So 90 into 10 by 100. So zeros will get cancelled. 9 rupees is what has increased. So to the old base, add this part of 9, you will get the new number, which is 99. So it has now gone up to 99. Fine. What else then? Let's see. The original number is subtracted from the new number, divided by the original number, then multiplied by 100 to get the percentage increase. This is exactly what we did here. Or we can even try this the other way around. Whatever they have mentioned, I'm just using the same data. Let's say 99 is the new price, 90 is the earlier price. Now if they ask what is the percentage increase in diesel price, this was yesterday's price, this is today's price. By how much percent did the price increase in diesel? So 99 minus 90, 9 rupees. So 9, that is the difference, divided by old into 100. So zeros will, 10 gets cancelled, 10 here. So 90 by 9, so it is nothing but 10%. So the price has increased by 10%. So that is what they have here. A percentage decrease is calculated by subtracting a new number from the original number. Fine, it's the same thing actually. We'll see with a different example. So here it's the other way around. Let's say same thing, no? I don't know why. Okay, let me look at the examples. Maybe that way it's much easier for us to understand. The price of the laptop last year was 40,000. Fine, it has increased by 25% this year. What is the price now? Very simple. 40,000 plus 25% is what we are supposed to do. But we do not know what is the 25% of 40,000. So 425 is 100. 100 means here 10,000. So that's easily done. So we can do this way also. 40,000 into 25 by 100. I'll simply cancel these zeros. Okay. Now ignore these two zeros for the time being and multiply 4 by 25, which is 100. Now get back these two zeros. So now when I do that, we get 10,000 rupees. So that means if the price of the laptop was 40,000 last year, and if we say it has increased by 25% this year, that means 40,000 plus 10,000, which is 50,000 now. So that is what the price of the new laptop is according to the problem. Okay. Again, the other way around. Okay. Earlier it was 100, now it has become 125. Earlier it was 40,000, now what would it be if you consider 100 as the base? Okay, because 25%, no. So now all that we need to do is cross multiply 40,000 into 125 by 100. So this will get cancelled. 125 into 4. 4 5s are 20, 4 to 8, 9, 10, 4 1s are 4, 5, so 2 zeros, so 50,000 is the new price. This is another way, they call it unitary method. Without accounting for the differences, we can directly arrive at the value of the laptop after the increase in percentage by 25. So that is one more way. Okay, suppose in order to increase its sale, the price of the laptop was decreased by 10%. Okay, price of the scooter is 40,000, reduction of 10%. Again, this is also easily done. So they wanted to increase the sales of something, they reduced the price by 10%. Or let's say 40,000 was the price of the laptop, they decreased the price by, let's say, 20% to keep the calculation easy. So all that we have to do is 40,000 into 20 by 100. So if you do that, you will get 8,000 as the answer. So what is the new price? 40,000 minus 8,000, which is 32,000. So if I have to do the same using unitary method, so what I can do is, earlier it was 100, now it has become 80, no? 80. Earlier it was 40,000, how much has it become now? So that would be 40,000 into 80 by 100, zeros will get cancelled. 4 8s are 32, put 3 zeros, you will get the answer. So this is called unitary method of calculation of percentage. Next, finding discounts in percentage. Again, we did that actually. Anyway, discount is a reduction given on the mark price, fine. Usually this is done to encourage the sales of the product, that's also fine. So discount is nothing but marked price minus selling price. Fine. If the mark price is 1500, there is a list price, it's listed on the shelves at 1500, but I'm selling at 1250. So now the discount would be 250 rupees. So again here they have given one more example. 1000 is the mark price, but they are selling for 920, so discount is 80. So how to calculate the discount percentage? Difference divided by original price into 100. So when you do this, so you will get 8% as the answer. That's all. You can also find discount when the discount percentage is given. That means you can also find the discount amount when the discount percentage is given. Let's see, the market price of a keyboard is 300, the discount is 15% announced on sale. What is the amount of discount on it and its sale price? Very simple. 300 is the original price, the discount percentage is 15, so 15% on 300 would be 45 rupees. So the discounted price would be original price minus 45, which would be 255. That's it. So again, you can use the unitary method also to find out the same thing. Earlier it was 100, now it has come down by 15, which is 85. Earlier it was 300, how much would be the price now? So that would be 300 into 85 by 100. So cancel. 3 5s are 15, 3 8s are 24, plus 1 25, 255 is the answer. Next, estimation in percentages. Okay, let's say that the total bill of a restaurant is 919.78 decimals and the restaurant gives a discount of 15%. How would we estimate the amount to be paid? Okay, so here in the exam you can't calculate all this because obviously calculator is not allowed, working is not allowed because of the stupid rule by the institute. So therefore they say round off to the nearest whole number. Okay, so when I round it off, I'll round up because again we have already seen anything equal to 0.5, equal or above 0.5, greater than or equal to 0.5 would be rounded off to the next number. So here also, since it is 919.78, we'll round off to the next number, which is 920. So now find 10% of this. Okay, so 920 into 10%, so that will be 92. Then they say take half of this. Okay, why are they taking half? Okay, they want to give 15% discount, no? Okay, so they're indirectly trying to find out without calculating directly. Okay, this is another way. In exam you can actually use this way. Interesting. So 920, Instead of calculating 15% directly, what they're trying to do is first take the 10%, which is easy to identify, 92. Now they want 15%. No, how much percent to be added? 5%. So 10% half is again 5%. So half of this, which will be 46. So the discount is actually 92 plus 46. So 6 plus 2, 8, 9 plus 4, 13. 138 is the actual discount. So from 920 we can simply reduce 138. You'll get 782 approximately, because we have rounded it off here. So that's another way we can easily find out the percentage. That's why they called estimation in percentage. Percentage vis-a-vis fraction and decimals. Okay, let's see. Examples of percentage at par with fractions. 10% is equal to 1 by 10 fraction. That's easy. 10 by 100, which is nothing but 1 by 10. 20% 1 by 5. 20 by 100, or 21s are 25s are. Like that we can go on. We can just check. That's the same thing. There is no dimension to percentage. As a result, it is known as dimensionless number. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, next let us look at few sample questions on percentage. 20% of 30% of a number is 8. Fine. So we have the number 8, but this 8 is a result of 20% of 30% of a number. That number we do not know, x. First you do 30% of that, okay, then you do 20% of that, so that will give you 8. So what is that number now? So x is 1 into 30% will be 0.3x into 20% equals 8. So 20 into this 0, this will be point how much, 0 6x. No, am I wrong? 0.3x into 20% would be 0.06x equals 8. 0.0 1 second, x equals 0.06. Let me just do the math using calculator. 8 divided 0.06, 133.33. Correct. That's all. So that's how we roll here, but again this would be easier using calci rather than doing mentally, okay, because you won't even get the luxury of solving it out. Okay, that's all. Next, which number is 30% less than 75? Okay, we didn't verify here. Let me just verify. 133.33 is the number. So 30% you calculate first. Let me do that. Into 30%, you will get 40. Now out of that 40%, you get 20%, which will be 8. So that is just the verification. That's all. Now, which number is 30% less than 75? So 75 minus 30%. That's all. So you'll have to do 75 into 3, which will be 150, 225. 225 means 22.5. I just mentally did that. If you want to know how, it's easy actually. 75 into 30 by 100. So point here. So therefore 7.5 into 3. So this will be 22.5. So now 75 minus 22.5. So 0.5. 4 minus 2, 2. 7 minus 2, 5. 52.5 is 30% less than 75. Again, with practice, all these things will become very easy, very quick. So practice is the only key here. Next, the sum of 12% of 28.6 and 5% of 1.75 is equal to what value? The sum of 12% of 28.6. Okay, first calculate 28.6 into 12%. Okay, add that to 1.75 into 5%. That's all. So now how do I do? I will just consider the calculator, otherwise I don't think you can do it easily. Okay, let me do without calci only. 2 6 are 12, 2 8 6 17, 2 2 are 4 plus 1 5. So 286, 2 13, 14, 3. So this will be 3.432. 12% of 28.6 is 3.432. How did I do this? Because here point, then again there is denominator of 100. So when you do that, you will get 3.432. So now this 3.432 should be added to 5% of 1.75. So 1.75 into 5 means 5 5s are 25, 5 7s are 35, 37, 5 1s are 5, 8. So that means 0.875. So 7, 10, 12, 13, 4.307. Is that correct? Oh, it's wrong. There is a mistake. I ignored 1 0 here. Okay, my mistake. 1.75 into 5%. No. So that will be 5 5 are 25, 5 7 are 37, 5 1 are 5, 8. So now 0.2 plus 100. So therefore 0.0875. 0.0875. So therefore the answer will be 5, 9, 11, 5, 3.5195. So that is the answer. Okay, so I don't think you will get these type of problems in the exam. It's practically difficult for you to solve without any working paper. They are not anyway providing you working paper or working space in the online exam, so don't expect these type of problems. I mean, it will be much easier. What I mean is, the stationery seller had some registers. He sells 40% registers and still has 420. Originally, how many registers did he have? This we can easily do using binary. Earlier I had 100, now I have already sold 40, so that's why now I have 60. That 60 is 420. What would be the 100? So cross multiply. So 100 into 420 divided by 60. 6 sevens, so 700 is what I had earlier. That's it. So we had 700 registers. Out of those 700 registers, I sold 40. So 40% of 700 registers came to 700 into how much? Sorry, 40 is 280. So 700 minus 280 is 420. That is what I am left with. Next, out of two numbers, 20% of the greater number is equal to 50% of the smaller. Okay, if the sum of the numbers is 140, then greater number is dash. Fine, let's do this. We do not know which two numbers are these. Fine, 20% of the greater number. Okay, x into 20% is equal to y into 50%. Okay, if the sum of the numbers is 140, then the greater number is dash. But we know x plus y equals 140. Fine. Or we can also write it as y equals 140 minus x. Okay. So, because I'm just rewriting this equation like this, x into 20% would be 0.2x. No, 0.2x equals, instead of y I'll write 140 minus x. 140 minus x into 50%. So 0.2x equals 70 minus 0.5x. So therefore this will be 0.7x. 0.2, 0.5 add 0.7x equals 70. So therefore x equals for x equals 70 by 0.7. So therefore x equals 7. Again multiply both by 10. It will be 700 by 700. That's all. I think it is correct. Yeah, x equals 100. Then the greater number is 100. The smaller number would be 140 minus 100 equals 40. So now that we have found out the numbers, which is 100 and 40, let us see if it actually tallies with the given problem. I'm just verifying, that's all. Confirmation. 20% of the greater number, 20% of the greater number 20 is equal to 50% of the smaller number equals 20 again. And the sum is 100 plus 40, 140. That's all. That's all from this part. Let's move on to the next part.